Indiana, where cornfields line quiet roads, is winning in a contest where no state wants to come in first. Voter apathy. Of the 50 American states in the 2014 election, Indiana came in dead last in turnout.
I don't really know if I should utilize my voting right just because I can. I'm thinking I probably won't vote.
And with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump racking up relatively high unpopularity ratings in polls, even many voters who aren't apathetic are unenthusiastic.
It's not whether I like him or not, but I think I'll be voting for Hillary this time around.
And that's in a nation with a relatively low voter turnout. Across the U.S. in the last presidential election, 54% of eligible voters cast ballots. In Australia, Belgium, and Chile, where voting is mandatory, turnout is more than 80%. In the 2014 election, just 28% of voters cast their ballots here in Indiana. That's the lowest rate in the country and the lowest rate here in 60 years. Some say it's no coincidence Indiana has some of the strictest voting laws in the country. Indiana has a stringent voter ID law. It also shuts down registering 1 month ahead of an election and requires an approved excuse for an absentee ballot.
If it were pretty simple, where there was no cutoff date, if we could register the same day we vote, if we didn't have to have the ID to prove that we exist, they don't help voting. They kind of put a little roadblock in front of it all.
Indiana is one of several Republican-leaning states to tighten voting laws, a move political analysts say excludes minorities and others who lean toward the Democratic Party from voting. But some political observers think this year could be different.
Given the kinds of issues that this current cycle has brought out, issues related to ethnic diversity, immigration, issues that are quite salient for the Latino community, you would think there might be some potential there to increase turnout.
With Indiana Governor Mike Pence running as Trump's vice presidential candidate and Hillary Clinton promising debt-free college, there are signs of interest among students here at Purdue University.
I think there's a lot of millennials who register to vote, especially with how much I think is at stake with college tuition.
Whether voters in Indiana and across the U.S. show more enthusiasm this time will be tallied in November. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, West Lafayette, Indiana.